90 minutes recorded live, uninterrupted. The Please Cast, episode 20. And I am your host, the Christian Internet reporting, with a special co-host for tonight's program, Brian PETRASEK. What's happening, dude?
Hey, what's up, man?
Well, you evidently, what's happening out there? It's raining in my neck of this woods. What's it doing out there in Redlands?
Not so sunny California, I guess, huh?
Yeah, we got a little wet, a little shady. That's all right.
Yeah.
Comedy, we're talking Christian talk, we're preaching the gospel. I haven't been performing out. Have you?
I've done a couple Zoom shows, and that's about it.
Okay. Well, great. Now I know what to ask you about a little later. I saw that you did send me a link to sign up for one of those, but what I didn't have was any money. So we'll talk about that later. Now listen, while we're on the phone here, and speaking of money and blessings, and now also because you can impress somebody with money. Let's talk about this book now. Interviewing the author of this book, Impressing or Blessing. And I like that it has a question mark as the title, Impressing or Blessing. And then it's called Impressing or Blessing, A Different Approach to Creativity by Craig Sewell. And this mini book, it's a small book, short book, quick read. It's an unconventionally presented book in that way. It's very easy to read, I would say. Books, generally speaking, on how to do this, how to do that, can be technical, full of jargon, and get kind of boring. This one jumps right into it. Chapters, I would say, that are 250 to 300 words. And this mini book will help you improve your creative talents and gifts using a different approach. This is definitely a spiritual book about creativity geared towards the Christian who wants to maximize their gifts and talents for God in the service of others. So that's for me. And if you're not a Christian, you're welcome to listen in, participate, give your own feedback. Maybe you want to get some different ideas for thinking outside the box on how to be creative. Maybe you're a Christian, maybe you're not. Hey, but either way, the conversation is ongoing. And now we have with us the author of Impressing or Blessing. I want you to meet now, as you've already met him, Craig Sewell. What's happening?
Oh, great. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, so tell us about the book, and then I'll let you and Brian talk for a second. Impressing or Blessing? It's a question. What kind of a question is that? Go ahead.
Am I doing this to bless the people, or am I doing this to impress the people?
Mm-hmm. It's pretty simple, straightforward.
And I found a key that when you do it to bless the people and not to impress the people, then God can give you some. It opens the channel to give you creative ideas. Doing that, put yourself aside. It's not about you wanting to impress people, but it's about you trying to help others.
And this is where I became interested in the book, because it said, we'll help you improve your creative talents and gifts using a different approach than that offered by normal books. Well, I'm a counter as a performer that does comedy. And I know Brian here, you're going to see this too. And Craig, we've talked a lot about this as Christian ministers, evangelists. Every person in society, just like every person in the body of Christ, which is that society, it's the society of Christians, has a job to do. We all have a job to do. Some of us are plumbers, right? Some of us are preachers. Some of us are mail carriers, deliverers. We used to call them mailmen. We have to decide what we're trying to accomplish as we do this. Am I trying to what?